This very much is Lily's story, and Lily's a person who leads with empathy, and in that she wants to understand why everybody is the way that they are, but that doesn't excuse anyone's behavior, and I think that once that's clear, that really you can have two things can be true. You can have empathy, but that
higher than mine. You'll see on the side.
Yeah,
it does.
What, does that matter?
I actually need the taller chair because I have a short torso. That's true. I actually have I'm 6'2", but
oh my God, I'm so bored right now.
It's just a little thing. I've had to deal with this my whole life.
And you have millions of readers, and every person sees something a little bit different. So the fact that it was so overwhelmingly positive just really warmed my heart.
Honestly, I didn't have any hesitations. To me, it was a no-brainer. Colleen just laid out such a beautiful and clear roadmap for Lily's journey. I completely understood why she made the decisions that she made. And it was really important to me to be able to bring to life a character who was both strong and vulnerable, who was both passionate and passive, who was masculine and...
Q always says is, hurting children is just unnecessarily frowned upon. So yeah, him in a full contact Quidditch match, just crushing.
It was someone said something about the spacing. I still really don't know how social media works. So if someone tells me how to fix spacing on something,
you just take me with you and
that's
just
great.
Yeah, you guys can be hanging out.
Can we fold it?
Watch your hand first of all. Be careful with it. Oh, hey!
People think that they know you, I think, because of how intrusive media is these days. People care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you. Honestly, the trailer, it was put in trailer first, and we worked really hard on that trailer, and it was just so powerful, and it was never something, this it's a movie you should see in theaters. You don't see movies like this anymore, where you get to see like movie stars being born. I mean, this is Isabella's first movie, like everybody on the screen just like pops, and to have a story that's like from a book that's such a big IP that hasn't been done, that hasn't been on screen before. It's such a special event and such a...
Especially now. And I am trying to take this conversation of masculinity out of politics. And I think that's the only way forward, honestly. So all that to say, very grateful, and I've had the chance to listen and to watch you speak.
Well, I first optioned this book in 2019, and at the time it had sold just under 1 million copies. And I had
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, once Hollywood's golden couple adored for their charm, wit, and seemingly flawless lives, now find their careers teetering on the edge. The catalyst? A staggering $400 million lawsuit filed by Justin Baldoni, with powerhouse attorney Brian Fredman leading the charge. Fredman isn't just any lawyer. He's a courtroom force known for dismantling opponents and leaving no room for retreat. This time, his targets are Blake and Ryan, and the fallout has been nothing short of catastrophic. What began as allegations of harassment against Baldoni has spiraled into a full-blown legal nightmare. Blake and Ryan's reputations are crumbling. Their brands are taking massive hits, and rumors are swirling that even Marvel may be reconsidering its association with Ryan. How did it all unravel? And could this really mark the end of one of Hollywood's most beloved couples? Let's break it down. From the scandal that ignited this war to the courtroom drama capturing everyone's attention, it all started with a bombshell accusation during the press tour for Blake's summer release, It Ends With Us. She alleged that Justin Baldoni had created a hostile work environment, even orchestrating a smear campaign against her. The accusation sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Fans rallied behind Blake, framing her as a victim of workplace misconduct and praising her courage for speaking out. But Baldoni was prepared to fight. He denied the claims outright, labeling them a calculated attempt to tarnish his reputation. What followed quickly escalated beyond initial expectations. Blake's accusations triggered counter-lawsuits from Baldoni, alleging defamation and interference with his career. Soon, Ryan Reynolds, previously peripheral to the situation, found himself dragged into the legal fray. Fredman's strategy was aggressive. Target the couple as a unit, question their business dealings, public statements, and even the influence of their combined brand power. Leaks to industry insiders suggested that studios were already nervous, with some reportedly reconsidering ongoing contracts and projects involving the couple. The media frenzy only amplified the stakes. Headlines shifted from standard entertainment coverage to corporate risk and brand liability. Social media erupted with debates about credibility, legal ethics, and the potential ripple effects for Hollywood power couples. Blake's previous PR acumen, once considered flawless, faltered under the weight of simultaneous lawsuits, viral discussions, and studio scrutiny. While the courtroom battles continue, the impact on both personal and professional fronts is undeniable. Marketing deals are stalling, endorsements are being reassessed, and the couple's once pristine public image is being dissected with surgical precision. What started as an isolated harassment claim has morphed into a multi-layered crisis, one that threatens to redefine Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' standing in Hollywood for years to come. The chaos intensified as the couple suddenly found themselves on the defensive, and things were about to get much worse. The moment Brian Fredman entered the picture, the dynamics of the battle shifted completely. Justin Baldoni's legal team wasn't about to let him be taken down quietly, and Fredman's arrival signaled a no-holds-barred approach. Fredman is far from the average Hollywood lawyer. He's renowned for his ruthless, calculated, no-nonsense tactics in high-stakes cases. When he takes on a client, it's not just about defending them, it's about total annihilation of the opposition. Sources say he told Baldoni to sit back, relax, and watch as he dismantled the narrative targeting his client. From that moment, the playing field changed entirely. Counter lawsuits began rolling in like a tidal wave. Fredman went after everyone remotely involved in harming Baldoni's reputation: Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, their PR team, and even major media outlets, including the New York Times. His strategy was methodical and merciless. Leave no stone unturned, no opponent standing, and make sure the message was loud and clear. Attacking his client comes at a cost. The escalation reached its peak when Fredman filed a jaw-dropping $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The suit accused the couple of defamation and extortion, alleging they had deliberately attempted to destroy Baldoni's career with false claims. This wasn't just about vindicating Baldoni, it was a statement of intent. Fredman wanted Hollywood to understand that baseless allegations would be met with full legal force. The lawsuit also served as a psychological play. By targeting both Blake and Ryan, Fredman not only threatened their finances and reputations, but also placed immense public and media pressure on the couple. Industry insiders noted that the filing alone caused studios to pause ongoing projects and reconsider partnerships. The legal maneuvering signaled a shift from personal grievance to high-stakes corporate warfare, where careers, brands, and public perception were all on the line. Fredman's aggressive approach left no room for negotiation or half measures. Every filing, every press leak, every court appearance was meticulously crafted to reinforce Baldoni's position while dismantling the credibility of Blake and Ryan. Hollywood had rarely seen such a coordinated and ruthless legal offensive, and the implications were immediate. A once-beloved power couple now faced the full force of a courtroom assassin, and the fallout was only beginning. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were facing more than just a lawsuit. They were staring down an existential threat to their careers. Brian Fredman, known for his ruthless courtroom tactics, made it abundantly clear he intended to sue Blake into oblivion, and there was no indication he was bluffing. The legal filings painted a damning picture, alleging that Blake had deliberately manipulated public perception to present herself as the victim while secretly orchestrating moves behind the scenes to discredit Justin Baldoni. For both Blake and Ryan, this wasn't merely a legal dispute. It was a full-scale assault on their reputations, their brands, and the stability of their Hollywood image. Fredman's strategy went far beyond targeting Blake. He set his sights on everyone involved in spreading what he described as false narratives about Baldoni. The New York Times, for example, came under fire after publishing an article based on Blake's claims. Fredman filed legal action against the publication, accusing it of relying on Blake's self-serving statements and misrepresenting facts. Even Blake's own publicist reportedly faced scrutiny, with allegations that her team had coordinated with media outlets to smear Baldoni during the It Ends With Us press tour. Fredman made it clear, no one involved in attacking his client would escape unscathed. The pressure escalated further when Blake attempted to outmaneuver Fredman in court. In February, she made what many observers considered a desperate move, asking the judge to allow her to select who would conduct her deposition. Her reasoning was simple. She didn't want Fredman anywhere near her. But the court rejected her request outright, with the judge stating that A-list privileges do not apply in this courtroom. This ruling was a major blow, exposing just how shaken Blake had become under Fredman's relentless tactics. Industry insiders saw this as a clear signal that Blake's confidence in her legal strategy was faltering. Every filing, every countermeasure Fredman launched seemed to tighten the legal noose, leaving Blake and Ryan scrambling to maintain control over a situation that had quickly grown beyond their PR and legal team's capabilities. As the courtroom drama intensified, it became evident that Fredman's approach wasn't merely defensive, it was a calculated, offensive design to systematically dismantle both Blake and Ryan's public image while positioning Baldoni as the aggrieved party. Initially, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' fall from grace seemed almost unthinkable to fans who had long admired them as Hollywood royalty. Yet, the $400 million lawsuit filed by Justin Baldoni, guided by his powerhouse attorney Brian Fredman, has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving the couple's careers and public images hanging by a thread. The impact of this legal battle has extended far beyond the courtroom, affecting endorsements, partnerships, and public perception alike. Reports indicate that Target pulled Blake's hair care line from shelves, citing plummeting sales tied to the controversy. Consumers allegedly returned products en masse after losing trust in her once wholesome image. Ryan Reynolds hasn't fared much better, with rumors circulating that Marvel Studios quietly removed him from upcoming projects, an unthinkable scenario for an actor once considered untouchable. Meanwhile, Fredman's legal strategy has dominated online conversation. Social media erupted as fans dissected his aggressive maneuvers, with many praising him for exposing what they viewed as manipulative behavior by Blake and Ryan. One viral comment captured the sentiment succinctly. Brian doesn't lose. They got greedy and tried to exploit an artist who helps the deaf and disabled. Another added, this lawyer doesn't mess around. He comes with facts. The public fascination isn't just about the lawsuit, it's about Fredman himself and the way he dismantled one of Hollywood's most admired couples with methodical precision. Known for his no-holds-barred approach and meticulous courtroom strategy, Fredman has cultivated a reputation as Hollywood's legal powerhouse. His clients include some of the biggest names in entertainment, and his track record shows he doesn't merely win cases, he obliterates opposition. In this case, Fredman executed a surgical strategy. Every narrative point, from Blake and Ryan's legal filings to media coverage, was scrutinized and countered. Media outlets like the New York Times were challenged. Inconsistencies in Blake's filings were exposed, and every angle of the couple's PR image was dissected. Fredman's approach has left fans and critics alike in awe, earning him the moniker of Hollywood's legal assassin. Yet, his relentless tactics have also sparked debate. How far is too far? At what point does legal aggression cross into reputation warfare? While the courtroom battle rages on, the answer is still unfolding. And Blake and Ryan's once impeccable image hangs in the balance,